Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I'm a homeschool mom of 3, ages 10, 4, and 2. Today we're going to be talking all about homeschooling in the state of Michigan. First, I have to start off by saying that this is a collaboration between a bunch of other homeschool moms. This collaboration is hosted by wonderful, wonderful moms, Kristen from My Cathedral Garden and Christina from Rooted Homeschool. We are trying to make it easier on homeschool moms out there that are wanting to homeschool by breaking down how to homeschool in particular states, and we also have a couple international moms joining us to talk about homeschooling in their country or in their area. So if you live in Michigan, you are in the right place. That's what this video is all about. So let's get started on how to homeschool in Michigan. So first and foremost, each state is different in the laws that they have for homeschooling. A great place to start, and the number one place I tell people to go to when they are asking how to start homeschooling, is the hslda.org website. This website is full of homeschool resources for parents, and it talks about legal things with homeschooling. It talks about what to teach when. It talks about record keeping, and this site also has a lot of professionals that can help you with any questions you may have. This website has a really easy tool to break down the homeschooling laws by state. You can literally search for your state homeschool laws and they will break them down completely for you in a very understandable way. So for Michigan, Michigan is a no-notice homeschooling state. We have incredible freedom when it comes to homeschooling here, and I love that. Like, that is the best thing ever. There's no notice required when you start homeschooling. You don't have to let anyone know that you're doing it. There's no reporting and no testing. There are 2 different options when it comes to homeschooling in Michigan. You can homeschool under option 1 under the Michigan homeschool statute, and this is the way that most people homeschool. You just start homeschooling. There are some subjects that Michigan requires that you cover, and those include things like reading, spelling, math, science, history, civics, literature, writing, and English grammar. Michigan's school age law is from the ages of 6 to 18, they must be in school. If you are pulling your child out of a public school to homeschool, you don't technically have to, and you're not required to notify any person. However, as a courtesy, it is really nice to notify the child's current principal, just so that they're aware of the situation going on and so that you don't have to deal with anything with truancy. But if that principal asks for any sort of documentation on curriculum you'll be using, any plan of study, any documents that they want you to fill out, there's no need to do that, and you shouldn't do that. It is your right to homeschool in Michigan. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about option 2, and option 2 is more for specialized cases. This option would be used if you are needing any sort of state services, such as speech therapy or extra services for your children. Option 2 is registering as a non-public school. So you do have to fill out some documents to do this. You have to make sure that the main instructor has either a teaching permit, a teaching certificate, or a bachelor's degree. There are religious exemptions to this, but it's only applied if the teacher is a parent. The instructor in this case must be either the parent or somebody appointed by the parent. There is annual notification required for this option, so every year you have to let the state know that you are homeschooling as a non-public school. You will be required to provide names and ages of any students in this non-public school, as well as the school district you live in and the town you live in and that sort of thing. Homeschooling with this option does give the Michigan Department of Education the ability to request records at any time. You do not, however, have to submit these records as far as like curriculum and attendance and that sort of thing unless you're requested to do so. Students enrolled in a non-public school must be taught the following subjects: math, English, reading, science, social studies, health and physical education. And then for high schoolers, they must learn the U.S. Constitution, the U.S. government, and Michigan's government. There is, however, no specified required amount that each subject is taught. It doesn't say you have to teach each subject 5 days a week or anything like that. It just requires that they be covered. When it comes to record keeping in Michigan, there is no requirement to do so. However, I do recommend that you keep some type of records, whether that be a planner that you fill out with whatever you did that day, whether it be a file folder or box that you keep samples of your kids' work, some form of records of what you did that school year. For high school, a transcript is definitely recommended and pretty much required if your child wants to attend any type of further education, college, or trade school. They pretty much require a transcript, so you're definitely going to be more strict on your record keeping in the high school years for sure. There is a ton of information about homeschooling high schoolers on the hslda.org website. I highly suggest if you have a high schooler or about to have a high schooler, you go there and look at everything. Research a ton, because I'm not 100% familiar with homeschooling a high schooler as I don't have kids that age yet. But I know that there are some resources, and I have looked into it a little bit, and there are some required subjects that be covered, and you want to try to break down things with credits and really construct a very detailed transcript for their future. hslda.org also has transcript forms that you can fill out, and they will help you write a transcript if you need it. So overall, Michigan is a very free homeschooling state. You have so much freedom here to homeschool your children the way that you want. I really sincerely hope that it always stays that way, because it's such a liberating feeling being able to just live life and school at home and just be with your kids and teach them what you think is valuable. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely check out the playlist. I will link it below if you live in another state and want to know more specifics about a different state. There are a ton of videos in the playlist for you. But if you live in Michigan, I hope that this was helpful in how to start the process of homeschooling. If you have any other questions about homeschooling in Michigan, you can leave your comments down below and I will do my best to answer those. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a wonderful day. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.